At number 10 we have Sura's Lover. This is one of my favorite manhwa because of its good plot and amazing art style. Anyways, it's about Cho who live in the deep mountains in the village that offers prayers to the mythical Sura in order to stay protected by Sura. One time Dr. Cho who lives in the doctor's town end up saving a mysterious man named Mujin. Because of Mujin's situation, Cho can't resist to help the poor guy and protect him to his co-doctors who want Mujin out of their village. This encounter marks the end of Cho's peaceful days as he gets caught up in a whirlwind of events in his life. This is a very good manhwa because it is written by Shin Yuri. You all should catch up to his works. At number 9, we have Savage Garden. I don't know how to describe this masterpiece cause it only have 5 chapters I think. But it's still ongoing though. So it's about Nox who enter his emperor's concubine. But while he's taking his walk to the emperor palace he saw a competition and join. That's when he meet his 3 other Seam who happen to be doing some pretty weird things somewhere in the village. So that's the only happen, but I know that this story have something more interesting because there's 4 Seam to fight for the love of one lovely Uke. I'm so excited to this manga I keep on looking to the other chapter causes I can't believe that manhwa like this ever exist and only have 5 chapters. At number 8, we have Kingsmaker. I think most of you already read this manhwa. But I still recommend this to those reader who want a story that will make them interested every chapter. It's about Wolfgang who run away to his position as the 4th prince because his dad or the emperor killed his mother with some enchantment. Then one day his father commanded to kill all of the children that named Wolfgang. That time Wolfgang is living with the children on the street and he have a friend that named just like him. So in order to save his friend, he surrendered to his father. That is when he meets Suyik who happened to be the child of the king. Not that child. It means something like toy or something like you all know. It's like the emperor can do everything to Suyik like the magic and this and that. I'm saying too much this manhwa so just read it cause this is a good manhwa although it make me mad at the early chapter. But it satisfied me when the emperor got taken down and Wolfgang become the king. At number 7, we have The Crescent Scholar. It's about Yu Wheel who escaped a burning mountain when he was a child with the help of a wolf spirit. Time files Yu Wheel change his name to Yu Myong for a reason, and his family always set up a ceremony for the spirit of the wolf who lives in the mountain. On the other hand, Yu Myong grandmother really believed to the spirit of the wolf, but Yu Myong and the others really don't believe it, because he said that he even can't remember what really happened that day in the mountain. But his grandmother always want Myong to go to the mountain and thank the spirit of the wolf every year. So Myong don't have any choice but to go the mountain even though he have a fear in the mountain. So he would always drink too much until his fear in the mountain faded. But when he's on his way down the mountain he got separated to his family and got into an accident and that's where he met the spirit of the wolf who can turn into human. I think this is a good manhwa because the art style is really amazing and the uke is so cute also the seam is cute. It only has 5 chapters and counting so I don't know too much about it. At number 6, we have Drain Midnight. This is a very interesting manhwa because it's a love between human and a dragon. So anyways it's about Alexander, a knight commander who got dispatched to investigate the sharp fall in the tax review in one of the village. On his way to the village he got lost in unfamiliar land and run into a man named Klein, who happened to be his childhood friend, but Alexander can't remember a thing about Klein. Klein on the other hand is a half dragon half human because his mother hid from his father that she's a full dragon. When Klein's parents died he got discriminated by his surroundings but only Alexander comfort him and accept him. Years later they met in the village but Alexander can't remember Klein. So in order to remember Klein from his memory, Klein offer the magic that can make him remember all that happened when they were child. They just need their both body to be connected in some ways. Then the story goes on. You all should read this because of the plot and the amazing art style. At number 5, we have Palace of Bardo. It's a story between the emperor and a slave, but not really slave, because he grow up as a nobleman but become a slave for a reason. So anyways the emperor Ryung is the 6th emperor of the kingdom but on the Eye of Guang he's the 1st emperor who did something to him before, while Ryung on the other hand don't know who Guang at all. Also the emperor never sleep with a guy before Guang and he always kill his partner in his bed during sleep but he never remember anything like that happened. So it's always like he's finding something uncommon that he find with Guang. This story is so intense and the scene really need a huge character development. Imagine he kill his first concubine just for Guang to be the first concubine, and he did that in front of Guang itself. Also the way the author draw this manhwa is so mindful because it's really cute and amazing. It's like drawing with watercolor, like that kind of type. At number 4, we have Who's Your Daddy? Of course I'll never forget this masterpiece even though Louis forgot who he sleep with while he's on a mission. It's about Louis, the commander of the 2nd Chief of Guards, who diagnosed pregnant for 4 months since his mission to catch the serial killer. But the sad thing here is he can't remember who's the father of his child. But there's only 3 person who can make same gender pregnant, and that is the people inside the Imperial Palace. This is a very thrilling manhwa with a good art style that can captivated your whole butterfly and stomach. Until now Louis still finding who's the daddy, and as the chapter goes on, the list of the daddies keep increasing. But I know the real daddy is, but who know what the author thinks. At number 3, we have Wanmuji. It's about Yak Wu, who turned 18 this year and become an eunuch. Yak Wu was given a nickname Cleaning Ghost because of his good working at cleaning. One time Yak Wu got destined to clean in the emperor's private office. When he started cleaning he can see on his vision that the emperor keep on eyeing him with the thought of that one thing. And you all know what happened. I don't know how to summarize the story, but it's a really good manhwa. So anyways, the emperor have one child with his empress who also doing the same thing with his lady. Like they have similar habit and act as a friend. So there's no problem with the empress. Also to the prince because he also like the eunuch. It's still ongoing, so I'm hoping for a struggle because I don't want the manhwa to be that plain. I already recommended this one before, but I still recommend this because I think this deserves more attention. Also the author of this manhwa is same with the manhwa Sura's Lover. So again I'm telling you to read her works. It's Shi Yuri. At number 2, we have Gongmul. I'm so excited for this one because it's one of my favorite. I don't know, but I think the theme for this manhwa is more Chinese. But it's really a Korean manga. So anyways, it's about Li Un, who came from a small village called Yun. Of course, as a normal kingdom the emperor always need a tribute who happened to be Li Un. On his first night to the palace he managed to win the favor of the emperor, but that is where his life inside the palace start. He come to the palace to be the tribute from his village, but he ended up as the 3rd-rank senior concubine of the emperor. The emperor on the other hand don't like the other concubine to carry his child, so he always put something on the drink of the concubine to be infertility. But that's not case for Li Un. So the emperor impregnate Li Un. But one of the concubine tried to poison Li Un that caused to the baby to die. So I'm not gonna say more about this because this a really interesting manhwa, so you all should read this. I put this on the 2nd list for a reason. A big massive reason that you all need to take seriously. At number 1, of course the very first manhwa I read because of TikTok, Painter of the Night. This is about Nakyum, a painter of a very interesting kind of art that captivated the eyes and soul of Master Yoon. While Master Yoon is a nobleman that want Nakyum to paint him while doing the stunt of that one particular magic. On the other hand, Nakyum already quit painting those kind of art even though he published some of his work that caught the attention of Master Yoon. I'm not gonna say more because I know most of you already read this and praying for character development of Master Yoon, but it's already done. It's just that I doubt it cause I think there's a massive twist that will shock all of us.